A Cool Poem by Anthony. Video games are cool, but school. I live on video games, especially the games where you aim. They make me happy every time I beat my sister's score. I wish for more. I play video games 24/7. From time to time I play with Evan. But one of my favorite parts of games are the snacks. But I rage sometime and hear crack. To be considered cool, you must have a gaming setup. That's just how it is these days. Video games.
Santiago by Bennett M. Bohr. Santiago, a small squishy body, always smiling. He's blue not emotionally, but literally. Not your average squirrel. They say he enjoys swimming. Always on my bed. I ask my grandma to clean him, but she has no time for that. I ask her later. Still no time for it. I ask one last time. I come back from school. She cleaned him. He is wet from being clean, so I have to wait for him to dry. It feels like forever, but it isn't. It was half an hour, which is acceptable for me, as it was worth the wait. I put him on my bed until night when I stack him and his other friends up on the chair next to my bed. I hug him and bring him to breakfast in the morning. I say goodbye to him before I leave for school, and when I come back, I hug him. Santiago is my best friend forever.
Lego by Brady Brandon. Lego lets you be you and not someone else. Your brain can be free and wild like a monkey. He's swinging on the vines in a wild jungle like LA streets. Lego lets you be you and not someone else. Building is a key to success in Lego, and when a giant Lego falls down as the Twin Towers, you can just build it again. It isn't the end of the world like you didn't win the geography bee. Lego can make you build anything in the world like origami and cardboard. You'll have endless opportunities like as endless as a snake's body. Anything you think of it, it'll come out like a faucet shooting water. Lego can make anything if you only think of it like Albert Einstein. Nintendo vs. Sega by Brady Brandon. Nintendo, kind, fun, entertaining, interesting, caring, curious, successful, funny, good, amazing, boring, unliking, cool, unsuccessful. Sega.
Peanut Butter and Jelly by Bryson Polk. Peanut butter and jelly, sticky, hard, sticking, fattening, smelly, gooey, icky, sweet, messy, sweetening, drippy, smelling, messy, gooey, jelly.
Waves by Cece. The sun just below the horizon, with the tides rising, and the rocks in the distance, with the blue sky above, the foam at my feet, leaving a trail of footprints behind, that the waves will soon wash away.
The Eternal Flame by Chris. They're the flame that resides inside of us all, the flame that burns and fuels our entire existence. Things may be rough in your life, but you will persevere through it. There will always be light through the darkness. No matter how things may be, your flame will burn. You will continue to try and will continue to persevere, so don't give up on hope.
Penguin by Dean Wilkinson. The penguin was black and white like the old TV shows and tall like a human's leg, cute as a monkey. When the penguin jumps in the water is as blue as the sky. Their beak is thick like a stick, their beautiful colors on their fur like a flower. Their feet are soft as a pillow. When the penguin jumps in the water, it is as cold as ice.
The Wild Baby Tiger by Ella Hatton. Kitten, claws that scratch, black and white spots like a panda. Has the energy of a tiger. The kitten roams free in this big world just like a fish in the big sea.
Mochis by Emily Orantes. My mochis are so squishy, but still kinda sticky. I love to play with them in class, but someone taps on the glass. I look over to see, turns out it's a bee. I turn to look, but still kinda shook. I see my mom with my dog. She holds something in her hand and stands very glad. I come out to see and pet my doggy, but then I see some mochis.
Little Things by Grace Gonzalez. Do you ever feel great after getting a gift, or when you're in a dream and your mind starts to drift? Maybe your friend is there when the doorbell rings. What makes you happy are these little things. Maybe you're happy when winter break is here, or maybe you make a new friend or peer. What about when it's your turn on the swing? What makes you happy are these little things.
Limerick by Kaili. There once was 2 small Q-tips that liked cleaning ears and lips. He found a red marker named Little Jack Parker, and he used the pen to the tips.
Colorful Coral Reefs by Haley Tajik. Coral reefs are so filled with life and colors. The light from the sun gives off a perfect shine. Every time you see one, you'll be so amazed at what you see. The coral reef has so many wonderful colors and shapes, and so many little creatures. If I could, I would stay under the surface for so long that I might forget what the land and sky look like. The end.
The Ducky by Joshua. There once was a duckaroo named Jost. A cool dude came in and he was squashed. He looked down and at the top of his lungs screamed. Another dudette from another room schemed. She spit on the dude and he was washed.
A Paper Dragon by Gabriela Hernandez. One day long ago, we were united together as one. We were a paper dragon, and we each folded our part to complete it. That paper dragon stood for unity for all and every individual. But then, as people wanted power, they wanted to fold more of the dragon. Then, as more and more wanted more, they began to unfold the dragon. However, that caused the unity of the world to unfold like the dragon. When they tried to refold it all with uneven parts, the dragon could not be folded correctly, for everyone folded different parts. And the unity was truly gone and forever for the rest of history. Wars started, fires burned. People, however, have not learned that to solve this major dilemma, people have to join together to fold a brand new dragon, equal and true. For unity to come back, that's what they must do. For only one person understood the assignment. A little girl who has problems with the fighting world and wants to stop what she believes is a disaster. She knows that the now broken dragon still remains. He has encouraged the fighting, for his broken spirit has caused this. No unity, no love, no saviors that have been sent by doves. He represents the darkness in no unity, and that is what she wants to fix. She realized for unity to come back, she must refold another dragon, one stronger, one who can vanquish the old one, but one problem for her arises. To make another, people have to care for each other, and band together to create unity again for the world. She realizes she can stand up against the war, and she goes to recite this verse to the world. For us, the dragon is unfolded. Every piece is uneven. We are all even, and fighting is not the answer. We shall band together to create more unity and create a new dragon for the world to be restored. The people listened, for they wanted the end of the fighting. They will band together for a chance to be rewriting the fate they had brought upon themselves so many years ago. They fold a dragon, bigger than before, to stop the wars and do it before the world ends with the type of ununity that will end their community. And that dragon's name is Unite. She vanquished the dragon who destroyed the world, and her compassion reversed angry fury upon the people who now realize that the one thing to prize is unity for all. We can all be the girl who saved the world. We can fold the dragon and have unity once again. Lonely and Lost by Lucy Morris. You see them there sitting all alone, cold feet, cold heart, no spark. Their smile doesn't shine, their hearts don't glow. They're afraid, stressed, worried, carefree about others. They have no help, all alone, young survivors. They're stranded and helpless, wanting for more, but yet all they get is nothing. Their light has gone out like a freshly lit candle dancing in the wind. They sit and wonder, melancholy and mad that they have gotten no help for such a life they've had. Their anguish builds higher and higher as they climb to get to the top of their endless mountain. But will they ever reach the top, or will they keep falling and slipping back down because that's all they can do? They are in desperate need of the light inside them. Some get it, some don't, but they will always find a way to live without a spark. But knowing that it's there, they will climb and reach the top of their endless mountain and be free and released and happy. Their spark will come and they will shine with just a little hope.
Bob by Lucian. There once was a man named Bob who liked to cry and sob. Why would he cry? I do not know why, but one day he turned a knob.
The Dog That Could, Mackenzie John. Woof woof, saving lives, loving others, saving what you can. His black fur as black as the darkest night, and brown fur the color of melted chocolate, pink tongue like cotton candy. Black nose is the night with no moon. Long legs like the tallest tree. Your big ears pick up every single sound. Training to become what you are not now. Jumping through hoops to train, trying hard, protecting others. Done. Now what?
The Stopping Dog by Madison Kirkhoff. There once was a little cute dog. He was so silly he felt like a log. I took a pause to remember the laws, and then he ran into a blog.
Monkey by Mason K. Double monkey eatin' funky chunky, then found a fun punky funky skunky. Then monkey fell off the bed, then got a bumpy on his forehead. The bump was shaped like a flaming spearhead. By the end of the day, he was called an airhead.
Silver Wings by Maya. Silver wings, as soft as silk, as graceful as a dancer, as delicate as a thin layer of melting ice on a lake. The wings of a moth, once so small and fragile, move swiftly and quietly through the night. Silver wings, beautiful and strong, without them life is hopeless for a delicate soul as hers. Silver wings guide her through the darkness, but lead her to the light. She longs for the light, her life's dream, but it may be her end. She doesn't need the light, for she already has light, her own light, and it's in her silver wings. Silver wings, reflecting moonlight beams as she flutters through the night.
Spinning by Molly Stansel. So close I could touch her, a fluttering leaf, she twirls and spins, up and down with the notes that sit suspended for her to see. She leaps like a deer, hangs in the air with everyone watching, spins with all the elegance and force of a top, then lands into a long perfected pose. Suddenly, it's me on the stage, twirling and twisting, telling a tale with motion. A graceful swan, I spin around and around, even making the crowd dizzy, then closing the show with an elegant bow. I wake, looking over my shoulder to see my music box, the small ballerina spinning tirelessly, fluttering like a leaf.
Doggo by Marian Morales Nunez. There once was a girl named Myrene. She found a little dry bean. There was also a dog. On the dog was a frog. Myrene liked to cause a scene.
Tear the Bear by Natalia. There once was a bear named Tear, whom he would always care. He cared so much his friends were a bunch. The bear would always share.
Monarch Butterfly by Natalie Guerrero. A monarch butterfly. They are delicate and their wings are a color of an orange. They have all kinds of patterns and there are so many of them. Although they look the same, they're not, and every one of them is different and unique.
Friends by Sarah. There once was a girl named Kara, and her best friend was named Sarah. Kara was so mad that even Sarah was sad, and now there is Tara.
Soup by Veda Shankar. Putting a pot on the stove, chopping all the vegetables. Rosemary, thyme, cinnamon, clove, spices that are unforgettable. The cook concocts a medley, boiling all in water as one. The soup is ready at the deli. Anyone, come try some.
Mochis by Violet. Your mysterious shape puzzles me, for sometimes you are just a blob. You help calm people down by just a little, and sometimes you distract. But you are a popular product and are used by many people. You are as squishy as the soft ocean sand wet by waves, and I can poke my finger right through you. You help relieve my stress, and fingers can easily press. You are easy to use, for instructions are not needed, and you can't possibly be misused.
Hedgehogs by Santa Velasca. Body so small, eyes filled with fright, rolls up into a ball to hide from all. Heart as sweet as a treat, it may bite, but it is full of might. It has spikes. When you touch it, you might say, "Yikes!" Hedgehogs are cute. They also love fruit.
Ocean by Xavier Gonzalez. As blue as the sky, as sandy as the beach, as cold as ice, and beautiful like a butterfly. Trees on your seashore, swaying in the wind, green as grass, beautiful as the coral reef.
Raindrops by Penelope Lowry. Rain falls onto the wet ground. You can hear the sweet sound of the rain falling, so calming. The rain is clear as a crystal. Feel the rain damp on your skin. The sky is crying, forming puddles as big as the sea. Rain making the sky dark, filling the clouds with water. Clouds filling up like a water balloon about to pop. Rain tapping at my window asking to come in.
Don't Give Up. Don't Give Up by Coral Mail. Don't give up. Keep on trying. Even when the road is endless, you shouldn't give up. Even in your darkest moments, keep on going. Showing people your goodness. Keep on trying. Go, try, do. And maybe someday someone will follow in your footsteps.